Hello guys, I'm Anvy, I'm a Glad Windwalker monk, and I'm here to show you how I one-shot and the talents I use to do it. So, I run Serenity with the legendary Kiefer Skyreach. As you can see from my talents here, I never change those talents, except for Diffuse, Magic, and Dip and Harm. I'll change for like certain comps. This is what I always run against every comp I fight. Now before we jump into the first one here, the other one that you're going to run sometimes, that a lot of monks run that I personally don't, which I'll show you here a little bit later, is the legendary Invokers, and that will give you a huge amount of haste whenever you use your Celestial, like Zwen, like Chi-Ji, Yulan, and Nizao. And instead of Serenity, you run the default clones, and you take the Whirling Dragon Punch talent. I personally don't enjoy that as much for my playstyle, but it has more damage overall than the Serenity build will have. The Serenity build has a bigger one-shot, which I'm going to show to you here. So this is a war game between just some of my friends that just helped me film this real quick. And all you do is you Kyrian, Zwen, and then put on the debuff applied from Tiger's Palm into the first target, and then do your damage rotation, and then reset your Rising Sun Kick through the Kyrian passive, and then Serenity on the second target. So Kyrian, Zwen, Tiger's Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Blackout, and then just do the damage, and then I reset it real quick, and then I Serenity, and I just hit him for 13k on a rep Paladin. That's big damage. It'll help you out a lot. So on this second one, we decided to do a showcase of what it's like to cleave and single target, because if you run Whirling Dragon Punch with the legendary Invoker's Delight, right there I'm showing it, you have way more AoE potential in a cleave scenario. I suggest running this if you're fighting into heavy melee cleave. If you're fighting like Ret Warrior, if you're fighting like The Walking Dead, I suggest this over Serenity almost every time. So what I like to do in this one is I like to use my first set of clones with an on-use trinket or by themselves with my full damage rotation to try to get a trinket, get a cooldown, get CC'd on it so they can't CC me on my next go. And then once my clones are over, I like to then Kyrian, Zwen, and then clone again for my real damage and try to secure a kill there. Against this, just because it's a war game and it's friendlies, I'm not going to be doing that. But I will just be showing you how I personally do the one-shot with this build. So we're getting them stacked up here. And this is not the stacked up one. So, yeah, that is. Okay. So we Kyrian, we Zwen, we get the Chi real quick, and then we just, as you can tell from the Druid, he just dies. Before Whirling Dragon Punch is over, before I can touch a death, I can kill two people that are like 210, 215 geared. And if anyone ever says to you, well, the excuse is that like you're a geared monk, you can always do that. It's not true. If you just can't kill right then with the end tail of Whirling Dragon Punch, one more Spinning Crane Kick, one more Rising Sun Kick, one more Blackout Kick, and like an auto attack will get you to touch death range. Gear doesn't increase your damage nearly as much as people are going to say it does. Gear increases your survivability. It gives you more HP, gives you more versatility, and that's where gear and the advantage of gear comes from. So this is the one where they're going to be staggered from themselves. So I'm going to be showing you the one shot on one target far enough away that I don't get to cleave it all in the secondary target with Whirling Dragon Punch and Invoker's Delight. Always expel harm for 2 Chi before you do damage. And I use Tiger's Palm, get the Chi, use Tiger's Palm again. And I just finish it with Whirling Dragon Punch, as always. And then I use Zwen and Kyrian at the tail end of it, or the second set of clones, and just end it again. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any more content you'd like to see from me, please comment down below. I would love to help you guys out with whatever videos I can produce.